everybody. Mr. Cropper here. Just a video on day 2 of virtual learning. Kind of going over what we did yesterday, clear up a couple of things that I noticed on the quizzes, just to make sure we're good with all of that. So, starting off with things that we know about a translation. Well, the first thing we need to know, if you remember, at SL can kind of give you a clue that a translation just slides an image. So it slides it. So it moves it from one place to another. The other thing that we need to know is you have what's called the pre-image, which is your start, and you have the image, which is the end. And one thing that the image will have is it will have the little apostrophe. So if I started with point A over here in the pre-image, and I ended up with A, and I moved it, we'll have this little thing. So this is your prime. Alright, so the prime is indication that that's the new one. Alright, so if you want to label the pre-image, your start, that's your old, and your new one, the prime one, that's your new one. Already have the word new. Alright, so watch out for pre-image, watch out for starting, but that's the old one. You know, look for this first. Alright, look for the letter that doesn't have the prime, because that'll be an indication that that's the old one. The other thing that we need to know is our starts and our finish are what we call congruent. That's a word that we need to know, because that tells us that everything's the same. The side links are the same. The angles are the same. And once again, that symbol for congruence, it's like an equal sign with a little called toothpaste on top, but it looks like a toothbrush and toothpaste. But that's our symbol for congruent. That means everything about them is the same. The angles are the same, the side lengths are the same, exactly the same. Alright, so let's do a couple together. Practice here. Remember, you can pause at any time if you want to actually do them. But I'm going to kind of go through, so this video is not too long. Alright, so the first example here says 5 units down and 4 units right. So the thing is, every point has to move. It's not just one point, not just 2 points, but all the points, because the entire shape has to move. So 5 units down, 4 units right. So it doesn't matter which one you start with though. So 5 down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and 4 right. 1, 2, 3, 4 right. And there comes my first point. And then I start moving my shape. All the points are traveling at exact same distance. Alright, and what I should notice is my start image, so this would be considered the pre-image. This would be considered the image. It might also be, somebody might also call it the prime, but this one's my old one. Here is my new one. With our congruence. So that's kind of a check for you. So the end shape should look exactly the same as the start shape. It's facing the same direction, nothing about it has changed. Alright, so if you want to go ahead, pause the video now, and you can look and see what this one's going to look like, and then you can come back and check and see how we did. Alright, so go ahead and pause now, try it, come back, see where we're at. So 2 left, 2 left, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright, mine's a little bit off, but the new one, let's do the prime, the old one, pre-image, the original. Alright? Alright, this one's just 7 units left, so we're taking everything with 7 units left. So if you want to pause the video, imagine what this would look like, count them, see if your picture is going to end up the same as mine. So go ahead and pause now, and come back. And there we are. So 7 units left. That's all we can do. Alright? That's it. Alright, so now let's go to the right rule. This was one of the things that some people have difficulty with, and let me make sure we're cleared up with this. So remember, when you're writing the rule, things you need to look for is, you need to look for point to matching point. Alright, so you gotta find the old one first, find the new one. So in this case right here, here's my old one. This is my new one. I can tell that because I can see the little prime symbol right there. Alright, so I can see that, so that's my new one. Now when I write this rule, I've got to think, okay, I got to go matching point to matching point. So whichever one I choose from the old one, I got to pick the matching point for the new one. So for example, if I choose point F, alright, that means I got to go to the matching point F right there. So I can't just go until I hit something, I got to go from point to point. So in this instance, here's my F, so here's my start, and I just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So my rule, if I write in word form, is all this shape did was move 7 units left. And that's it for the word form. If I do the arrow notation to show how it moves, go my X and my Y, and since I went left, that's a subtraction symbol. So because it was left, I put it with this. So X minus 7. And since Y didn't do anything, didn't go up or down or anything, I don't have to put anything in here. So really, I can erase this parentheses. And I can close it up much earlier. So that's the rule here. So you got your word form, and you got your arrow notation. Alright, because this is my point, this is how it changed. Alright, so let's do this next one. So they got 2 moves here. So remember, it doesn't matter which point you start with, I gotta find my old one and my new one. So there's a prime. So that tells me this is my new, this is my old. And I'll go matching point to matching point. So once again, it doesn't matter which one you choose, you just gotta make sure if I choose U, I gotta go to U prime. So I'm gonna do U to U prime. So here we got that, so that would be 1, 2, 3, and there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so word form, I went 3 rights, and I went 4 down. And so that's the word form. Arrow notation, X, Y here. And we got to write how it changes. X and there's Y. So I went to the right. So going to the right is a plus. It's going to be plus 3. Then I went down, so that would be minus 4 on the Y. So my arrow notation would be X, Y on X plus 3, Y minus 4. Alright. Alright, next one. Got to figure out which one's my old and my new one. So if you want to pause the video, figure it out. Go ahead and pause now, and then come back. Alright, so doing both forms, doing word form, and going to do arrow. So starting off, I gotta figure out my old and my new ones. So here's a prime right there, and so that tells me that's my new one. Here's the pre-enter. So it looks like I've chosen R, so I'm going to go R to R. Looks like you're going right again. So it's 2 there. Heading down again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I can't stop there because I got to go R to R. So I got to go one more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So arrow notation. Actually, let's go word first. So I went right 2 and down 6. Arrow notation. X, Y. Went right 2, so that'd be X plus 2, and went down 6, Y minus 6. Alright, once again, I'll let you try this one. You pause the video, do arrow notation, and word. Come back. Alright, so here's my old one, here's my new one. Gotta locate that prime symbol first. So looks like I've got D labeled, so let's go D to D here. So I would go 1 right, okay, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, careful. That's something I noticed yesterday. You know, this is A. I've got to go from this one to its matching prime point. So word form with one right, and then I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 up. And error notation. One right, so that'd be x plus 1. And I went 8 up, so that'd be y plus 8. Right, a couple more. Once again, pause. Do the arrow notation, do the word form, and then come back and see how we did. So I figured my old and the new one. Here's my old one, new one. Let's go W to W prime. Alright, so this time I head left. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 3. Heading up 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so word form would be 3 left. And I went up 4. Alright, arrow notation is Y. This is happening to points. 3 left. So when you go left with the x, it's x minus 3. And then I'm going up for y plus 4. Alright. And last one we're going to do together. Alright, got 2 shapes here. You got to figure out my old and new one. So go ahead and pause, do your arrow notation, do your word form, and come back and see how you did. So here's the old one, the new one. Starting with P to P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5. And down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so word form. 5 left. 7 down. Alright, arrow notation with this. It's Y. Left, so x minus 5, y minus 7. So my arrow notation. Alright, I hope this helps. You'll have another activity to do today. If you have any questions, concerns, issues, let me know. Try to get back with you as soon as I can. Alright, have a great day, everybody. See ya.